Hi, this is Cecilia from Diseños en Papel. Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to make this tea dispenser with the gorgeous paper collection by Crafty 45 Bird Watcher. And I'm going to use the 8x8 paper pad as well as the patterns and solid, some die cut assortments and another elements that I am showing already in the screen and you can watch. And the idea of this tea dispenser is because I think there's a lot of people who loves the tea, and I thought it's going to be a good idea have something pretty to put all the tea bags inside. As you can see here, I already fussy cut some of the elements of the signature page. And oh, I almost forgot to tell you, this tutorial is to apply in the brand ambassador called by Crafty 45 for the year 21-22, because I think 1 year is not enough. So please wish me luck and we will see. Okay, you are going to see here all the pieces and elements that we need to complete this project. And at the beginning, I am going to show you how to make one of the 4 dispensers. But because I think, at least in my house, my kids always like to drink teas, so they like to experiment with different flavors. So that's why I thought it was a good idea to make it for 4 different flavors. And these are the pieces that we will need to make each one of those. We need 2 pieces of light chipboard that measures 3 by 4.5, 2 of them, and in one of those we will cut it with a die cut. If you don't have a die as this one, you can use any one, or a punch, or maybe by hand you can cut it, okay? And of course we will need another 2 pieces that measure 3 1/8 by 4.5, also 2 of them. These 4 pieces are going to be the walls, and I decided to cover inside with this cream cardstock that measures 4 inches, and it's scored at half and at 3.5, and the other side of course is 4.5 because that's the height of the dispensers. We need 2 pieces of this one, as this that you are watching right now how to crease them, because I want to reinforce the chipboard in the inside, okay? And another 2 pieces that measure 3 by 4.5. And with these 4 pieces we will cover, as you are going to see here. But first we need to construct the tiny dispensers. I'm using my liquid glue, and also I like to use some masking tape just to hold the pieces until the glue is completely dry. As you are going to see here all the process, I'm going to show you how to make one of these dispensers, but because it's going to be too long, I am going to make off camera the other 3 pieces. covered with a paper, a beautiful paper inside, and these pieces measure 8 and 15/16 by 4.5, and I score it as you are watching here. And this is from Patterns and Solids, and I choose 4 different colors just to make this more interested in the inside. And we need to cover the 3 sides, and the front side that has the opening. You will watch me how to cut this piece, and then well, we need to secure it with some clips first, and then we can make a mark all around this piece, just to cut that, and then we can stick this piece also. Open Magic vintage silk wax to cover all the edges in the bottom and also in the top, because remember, we don't cover with paper those sides or those edges, so I want them to look prettiest with this wax. And now we are ready to stick all the 4 pieces. And you will see that I want to stick first 2, then the other 2, and then just join the 4 pieces as you are watching already on the screen. Ready to cover the outside. I choose 2 pieces of each one of these. This is from the 8x8, and you are watching here the measurements, and the idea is to make a flap in one side. You will see in a moment, but also let me explain you that I already cut an extra chipboard piece. This is 2 millimeters, and this measures 7 by 7. This is going to be the base, so I'm going to use this beautiful paper to the top of the base, and just cream cardstock from the bottom of the base, because that piece is not going to be visible. Now for the roof, this is another piece that measures 10, and it's cut at 5, but not completely, just enough. You may need to pass the knife maybe 2 or 3 times, but because we just want to be able and bend it in 2 pieces. All right, and this paper, the blue, it's going to be inside, so it's a little bit shorter than 10, and the brown with the feathers is going to be this one on the top. So this is a little bit 1/16 more, or no, 1/8 of an inch more than 10 millimeters, inches. And now for this shape, I cut 2 pieces. I'm going to show you here. These pieces measure 6 by, I think it's 3 and 1/8, and I found the center, and then I just cut from the center on the top to the bottom in each one of the sides to make this. And I'm going to cover with white gesso all the edges, because again these edges are not going to be covered, and when the gesso dries, I'm going to distress again with the same wax, because I want all the project to match beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cover these triangular pieces. With the red paper, I'm going to cover the outside, the piece that is going to be outside. I mean, it's the piece that we are going to watch. So I'm going to put it on the paper with a liquid glue, and then with my knife I'm going to cut all around in this sides as you are watching right now, and from the other side that it's going to be inside, I'm going to make some flaps because I want to secure it as much as I can to the roof. So you will see in a moment. But first we need to cover these two pieces. Now, using my ruler, I am going to leave half an inch in the left side, and for this, the ruler is really handy because, I mean, it doesn't need to be exactly a half an inch, but just enough space to attach this flap to the roof and secure these pieces. You will see here I am just calculating a little bit the half an inch in the left side of the screen, of course, and then with my knife I just cut as you are going to see here, and we will repeat the same in the other piece. The best glue that you have to attach this piece to the base, and I am using this because this is really strong in the cross, and also the liquid glue because it dries faster as you are watching here. And when this you need to center it in the base, and of course I left this drying with some weight on top, maybe 3 hours, because we don't have any flaps and anything else to hold it. But I mean, it's going to be a light piece because it's only for tea bags, okay? But yes, you need to wait until this is completely dried. And now we can move on to the roof. And first I'm going to attach the inside piece, this one, because then we need to add the other triangular pieces. And for attach that, I am making mark in both sides at 3/8 of an inch to hold it as you are watching right now. I made a mark in the center and in both sides of the roof, okay? Just to be sure this is going to be perfectly aligned. And when this is ready, now we can move on and cover the roof. You are watching here, and when we finish this, the best part just begin, and it's going to be time to decorate. But before, I almost forgot, I want to secure a little bit more this roof, so I'm going to use with the red leftover paper some magnets to hold it, to hold the roof to the base, to the dispenser piece. Okay, I am just cutting two pieces. This measure 5/8 of an inch the width. I don't remember how long they were, but you already watched there. And we need to introduce this as you are watching here. Just calculate, and we will cover, of course, with decoration. We will put a lot of things outside, then you won't notice. This is a magnet in both sides of the roof, and I feel better when I'm sure this is going to be more secure. And now we need to transfer the magnets to the walls of the base, and for that I am just putting the magnet in the strips where the magnets already are. Put a drop of glue and then push the strip through the wall, and then the magnet will stay there. And of course we will cover those magnets also with some decorative paper, as you are watching here. And now it's time for the best part. Now we are sure not mechanism, but all the structure is ready. So now it's time to decorate. And you will watch me using the die cut assortments, some fussy cutted pieces. I use a lot of chipboard leftovers also to pop a little bit more some elements, as the little eggs. You can shape those eggs with your hands, and I know this is going to look really pretty in any kitchen. So thank you so much for joining me. If you want to see the result of all these projects, you can visit my blog, and of course don't forget to visit a Graphic 45 site. You will find the address or the link in the description box and at the end of this tutorial to get this fabulous paper. So thank you so much.